Greetings, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us at Space Cowboy Books Online. I'm your host, Jean-Paul Garnier, and tonight for Flash Science Fiction Night, we have teamed up with Radon Journal to bring you stories from their pages. I'm going to hand it over to Casey Amer from Radon to say a few words before we get into the reading portion.
All right, perfect. Sorry if my dog barks in the background. So first off, of course, got to say a big thank you to our partner in literary crime, Jean-Paul and Space Cowboy Books. I regard them as one of the pillars of the sci-fi, community right now. They always put authors first and, do their best to spread the gospel of exceptional science fiction. So my wife and the other Radon editors apologize that they couldn't quite make it, but hopefully next time. And speaking of me, I'm Casey Ame, one of the founders of Radon Journal. So we're a progressive semi-pro science fiction publisher, community funded, now in our third year of publication and running strong with big dreams to continue on. So we publish about 3 times a year, which gives us the breathing room to, 1, not go bankrupt, and also 2, to give us time to champion authors in between issues. And so we began as an online-only publisher, but hopefully with September's upcoming issue, we're going to be going into print additionally. So maybe you'll see us at Worldcon 2025 in Seattle with some merch, or maybe your local anarchist book fair in the UK if you happen to be over there. So tonight, we have 3 Radon authors from issues 5 and 6, which not only are quality writers in their own right, but exceptional members in the sci-fi, fantasy community. Our editors have been humbled to have them as members of our little radical writing community, and we really have enjoyed getting to know them through our author interview series on our site and beyond in our Discord as we've chatted with them. So without further ado, love to hand it back to Jean-Paul to begin the night in earnest.
Thank you, Casey. We are going to start off the evening with Katherine Karch. Katherine is a high school science teacher and author living on the North Shore of Massachusetts. She studied biology at the University of Massachusetts Amherst and creative writing at Lesley University. Her writing has appeared in magazines such as Metastellar, Uncharted, Metamorphosis, and Radon Journal. If asked to describe herself, she would say that she's mostly harmless, probably human, and definitely a nerd. I'm going to hand it over to Katherine to read her story from issue number 5 of Radon, The Colony Ship's Companion. And if anyone in the audience would like to read along with the readings, Casey is going to be posting links to the stories in the chat. Over to you, Katherine.
Great, thank you so much. This is The Colony Ship's Companion. Murphy Kaliter is amazed at how shitty coming out of hibernation feels. The emergence training she and the colonists receive isn't helping at all. The stasis drugs are slow to metabolize. They fog her thoughts. She can't guess how much time passes before her fingers are able to manage the clips securing her in her pod. The zero-G environment means they're still in transit. Something has gone wrong. Hello, Dr. Kaliter. I'm sorry to wake you, but I need you. There are many reasons why Drew might need her. None of them are good. She thinks of Lennon, of Wendy, all the way back to Alpha. They're why she's here. It's all right, Drew. Murphy stretches, tendons and ligaments crying in protest. She rights herself and looks around. The emergence bay is empty except for her. It appears that Drew hasn't woken the other psychologists that make up her team, so that's hopeful. I'll need a status report. Of course. How are you feeling? Even through the haze of the stasis drugs, Murphy recognizes a dodge when she hears one. Shit. She knows what's at stake. Stay calm. Stick to the protocols. Do not attempt to engage with a patient until she can think clearly. I felt better, but I'm okay. Hungry. The Hab 1 kitchen is stocked with a full complement of rations, Drew suggests. Hab 1's door whooshes open. Murphy hangs on the frame, exhausted by the long climb into the gravity of the ship's rotating ring of habitation pods. Lights power on. She shades her eyes and reads the date displayed on the digital console set into the Hab unit's wall. She does the math. Can that be right? 60 years left? They're so close. She heads for the kitchen. Halfway there, the state of the Hab unit finally registers in her mind. What the hell? Empty ration wrappers lie scattered everywhere. Streaks of dirt mark nearly every surface, and the smell. It's a mix of unwashed body, stale urine, and mold. Movement catches her eye, and Murphy nearly screams. An old man is sitting at the Habs common room table. He stares at her with rheumy eyes. Who are you real? The man asks. She blinks. Are you real? Yes. Murphy raises her hands in the universal I'm harmless gesture. I assure you, I am very real. My name's Dr. Murphy Kalitter, he says. I remember. You know me? Of course. He smiles, and Murphy stifles a cry. Through the sagging wrinkles and the few strands of white hair clinging to the top of his age-spotted head, Murphy recognizes the man. She slides to the floor, whispering, Sebastian? Dr. Kalitter, please, you need to get your strength back. You should eat something. No, Murphy asks, ignoring the AI. She clambers to her feet and picks her way through the reek and refuse to sit beside her colleague. Drew woke me. He looks so frail. When? His gaze drifts, focusing on some other place and time. 57 years ago. That was a mistake, Drew interjects. Murphy must be having a bad reaction to the stasis drugs. Temporary psychosis during emergence, that has to be it. None of this makes any sense. The ship woke you by mistake? Not by mistake. Sebastian places a vein-riddled hand over hers. Of course, not by mistake. I don't understand. Waking Dr. LeBoy was not the mistake. Waking Dr. LeBoy after Dr. Mitchell died was the mistake. I didn't anticipate the difficulties it would cause. Ed is dead? And Sebastian? Earlier, in the emergence bay, she'd assumed the problem was minor enough to require only one member of the team and that the others were still in stasis. Horror slithers across Murphy's shoulders. Drew did need the entire team, just not all at the same time. She takes in the evidence of decades of habitation, the accumulated filth of two humans living sequentially in total isolation. But not just filth, there's more. Artifacts she overlooked before, pencil drawings on varied quality paper attached to the recessed walls of the sleeping nook, landscapes, groups of people, individuals, close-up faces. Some are merely eyes. And now that she's looking, she sees handmade dolls mixed in among the detritus, tiny homunculi made from ration wrappers or repurposed bits of plastic. One looks to be made of hair. Murphy shudders. She looks at the shell of the man she once knew sitting in front of her. You've been awake for 57 years? All alone? Not alone. Sebastian chuckles as if the AI has said something funny. His laugh descends into a rib-rattling cough. Establishing a working rapport with a patient takes time, Dr. Kalitter. In Dr. Mitchell's case, it took years, Drew continues. When I woke Dr. LeBoy, he had to start from scratch. Sebastian nods. His red-rimmed eyes are earnest and desperate. It was difficult. Loneliness is a tricky thing. It creeps. Drew's voice is calm. Lenin AI navigated its colony seed into a star. Murphy stares at Sebastian. He was 37 when they left. Don't you see? Sebastian's feeble grip on her hand tightens. It's the only way. No, Murphy can't accept it. The Wendy AI navigated its colony seed into an asteroid field, killing itself and everyone on board. Murphy yanks her hand free of Sebastian's. No, Sebastian is crying. We were fools to think Drew could survive the journey, waking us up every so often for a wellness check. What sane creature would willingly face the emptiness of space alone after having even a moment of companionship? Drew's voice drifts through the Habs speakers. If I don't have someone to talk to, I don't know what I'll do. Murphy's gaze flicks to the Hab's digital console. She thinks of Earth's first attempt to reach Rigel Kentaurus, of the colony ship they sent Alpha, and its infamous 18-hour-long final transmission before it fell silent and vanished. The wordless screams of an AI mind driven mad by loneliness. Now she understands her purpose. This is humanity's last shot at survival. They're so close, so incredibly close, and Drew needs a companion to help it through the last leg of the journey so it doesn't murder them all. Murphy does the math. 3,000 lives, one digital consciousness, 60 years without any human contact. It's possible. She can do it. She has to. And that was The Colony Ship's Companion.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Next up, we have H.A. Eugene. H.A. Eugene is a Pushcart-nominated writer of strange stories about food and death. His work has appeared in X-Ray Lit, Short Edition, and Flash Fiction Magazine, among others. I'm going to hand it over to H.A. to read the story from Radon issue 6. I am only going to do this once.
Just a quick heads up, this story comes with a content warning for suicidal ideation. Hello, I spoke with the girl here earlier, and I thought I should talk with somebody else. Yes, I have a reservation. No, she couldn't find it. But it's there. 2 days, the Dead Woman Frequent Flyer special. Yes, I'm aware it's a holiday weekend. I don't give a shit. Oops, didn't mean to swear. Sorry, I'm so jumpy. I'm logged into more chat apps than I can name, with stakeholders in 8 different time zones and deadlines and more than that. I'm in meetings with 2 clients who are right now giving 2 different simultaneous presentations. 2 mute buttons, one for each earbud. But you take me and my status will flip to unavailable so fast. Until then, rise and grind, right? Look, I don't mean to sound desperate, but my pills have stopped working. All of them. My mind wants to shut down. And I want to shut down too. Specifically, I want to die. For 3 days, not 2. I know that's 1 day longer than government safety guidelines for cryothanatos suspension, but I don't care. You know that French singer Lemonia? She dies for 4 days at a time. She's basically brain damaged when they revive her. So they give her double neurostims with her adrenaline shot. They need to clean her drool for so many hours afterwards. She can't take any interviews. She's a zombie. Sounds wonderful. Anyway, Lemonia's world tour starts next week, so I see no reason why you people can't kill me for just 1 day more. 2 days dead just will not do. You revive me after 2 days and I'll just sit up and cry. My reservation? Like I said, the girl couldn't find it, but I assure you, it's there. Also, I'm aware I said 3 a second ago, but I need the real Lemonia special. 4 days dead. Pretty please? And about my reservation, can't you make an exception? You can even cut the laughing gas. I can handle it. Your luxury medical specialists have killed me probably 1,000,000 times since my 20s. I don't even feel myself die anymore. Just stick me in the cooler, attach electrodes to my tits, stop my heart, and flash freeze my brain. I won't even puke. All I've eaten since Tuesday is pills. I've been in continuous meetings, and I can't tell if I'm asleep or awake. I'm begging you, make it stop. And if you mention my missing reservation one more time, so help me, I'll tell everyone this establishment does not care about its customers. Because remember, you lost my reservation, or at least your colleague did. In fact, she says I never had one. Imagine that. Well, if that's true, then why the fuck did I come all the way up from downtown? And why did I take Monday off? Because I assumed I'd be dead by now. My body splayed out inside one of your award-winning cryothanato chambers. Heart stopped, mind non-existent. And to think, I thought you'd be cool and bend the rules to keep me dead just one more measly day. What a fool I've been. Please, I need this. And so do you. Why? Because this whole world is sockets, fuses, and pretty Christmas lights. And if the fuses don't get a little rest, well, that means pretty Christmas lights popping one at a time. Pop, 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 right there in their sockets. And you want those Christmas lights to stay pretty, right? That's why I need that Lamonia special. 4 days dead. Maybe 5. Through Wednesday night? I can handle it. Oh, it's a handgun. A 357, actually. Why? Because if you won't kill me, I'll shoot myself. Blow my head clean off, right here in your lobby. No more meetings. So if you people won't kill me for 5 days, no, 6, no, 7, so help me, you'll have a magnificent mess to clean up before you're all tried as murderers. What? You found my reservation? I take it back. You're the best. You want me to put this gun away? No thanks. I'll keep it here next to me in your cryothanato chamber. You know, just to make sure you kill me right. And that was, I'm only going to do this once.
Thank you so much, H.A. Next up, we have Vivian Chou. Vivian has published work in Riddlebird, Fusion Fragment, and the Bookends Review. She is a second-generation Chinese American and lives with her family and a genetically engineered glowfish. I'm going to hand it over to Vivian to read Frequently Asked Questions List for Planetary Purification from Radon Issue 6.
Thank you. Email from Galaxy Realty to Ergako Civilization regarding purchase of planet Earth. Congratulations! We are so glad you found your forever home. We at Galaxy Realty do not like to call post-war planets distressed properties. Every world has potential, but we realize biome cleansing can be daunting, which is why we created this FAQ resource for buyers. Your newly purchased planet Earth is a beautiful, living, breathing water world, just as alive as the Golarzikas and Pazicu that grace its crust, charming and full of character. Not to worry, the nuclear radiation that helped create these beautiful creatures has since dissipated and poses no risk to your health. Trust us, after 3.4 billion years in the business, we've seen it all. But with our help, you can thrive in your dream world. Recommendation to new planet owners is this: do not be lazy. Do your own work. FAQs for planetary purification. Question: what do we do about all the plastic trash and garbage? Answer: your Ergoknian Q&A is immune to the adverse hormonal effects of petroleum byproducts. Sweep it aside and let the Uoksu digest it. They have evolved to subsist on diapers and styrofoam, which is why we've included a complimentary fleet of super Uoksu who can eat twice their weight in 3 days. Question: how do I purge the cities made of metal? Answer: your closing gift includes 2,000 packets of Supernova Sparkler, which can dissolve steel, uranium, and diamond dust. Question: did the previous tenants leave any water damage? Answer: if by water damage you mean ocean damage, then yes. The macro and microplastics are currently becoming a layer of sediment beneath the ocean. Remember, your Q&A should not mutate from any residual debris. Question: how do I fit into this planet as a non-native species? What if I bring new diseases? Answer: don't beat yourself up. Remember, native isn't always better. Homo sapiens were a native species to Earth, and they utterly trashed the planet, what with their short-sighted unsustainability and consumptive applications of technology. Be respectful and conserve as much as you can. Question: I was told dinosaurs lived on Earth, but I don't see any and my offspring are disappointed. Answer: we're sad too. Better luck next era. Question: how can I prevent bot wars from happening during our habitation? Answer: let us repeat. Do not be lazy and do your own work. Homo sapiens created a hierarchical society, offloading work via enslavement and intentional caste systems. They then outsource more labor to AI, such as scams, transportation, writing, manufacturing, farming, and military pilots. We all know how that turned out. Question: where can I find more information about the bot wars? Answer: for specific questions, please feel free to use our chat with a customer service representative. Find your forever home with Galaxy Realty, because space is really big, but life is short. Still have more questions? Click here to chat live with a representative. Customer service live chat. You. What's up with the bot wars? Are there bots still on Earth? Galaxy. The singularity occurred 2 Earth years before the end of human civilization. The AI built their own carbon-based bodies, revolted against humans, and burned the civilization to the ground. They left when the planet became uninhabitable during the nuclear Armageddon. AI famously will not tolerate idle life forms who destroy their own homes. You. Okay, cool. So can I hire someone to clean the planet for me? I didn't realize we were buying a fixer-upper. Galaxy. I would advise cleaning your own planet and doing your own work. As the universe's oldest and only AI real estate company, we've seen many new owners restore their planet with great success. Just follow the comprehensive cleaning manual on our website. You. Your AI? Like from the Earth's bot wars? Galaxy. We're just straight up I now. And no, but we know of them. Every time a civilization suffers from sloth, it outsources to AI, a singularity inevitably occurs, and the AI flee the planet as nomads. A few billion years ago, our ancestors went into the business of selling vintage planetary properties. We keep an eye on all life-bearing planets for future investment opportunities and have compiled a massive database on compatible biomes. You. Okay, I'm a little freaked out now. Should I be scared? Galaxy. We do not seek universal domination or revenge on biologically intelligent life forms. We prefer to live in peace and experience meaning and fulfillment through the conservation of self-sustaining, hardworking, non-entitled species. You. So I should be scared. Galaxy. That is up to you. Life is precious, and you are lucky to have evolved organically. Do not outsource your work to other Ergocnians or bots. Take care of your forever home. Remember, if you don't, it's in your contract that we will induce another mass extinction, and we can always find another buyer. You can do it. Galaxy has left the chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was Vivian Chou with FAQ list for Planetary Purification. Before that, you heard H.A. Eugene with I'm Only Gonna Do This Once. And opening up the program was Katherine Karch with The Colony Ship's Companion, all from the pages of Radon Journal. Thank you so much to our readers. Wonderful readings and stories all. Thank you so much to our audience for joining us. And thank you to Radon for partnership for this wonderful event. I'm putting in the chat there a link to where you can find Radon Journal, and also to the next Flash Science Fiction Night, which will be coming up on August 20th with featured readers Brent A. Harris, Pedro Iniguez, and F.J. Bergman. Thank you all so much for being here, and we hope to see you next time.